McFry is the cockadoodle rooster. I am the rooster. So there's an information bottleneck, right? Because there's a wealth of information on the internet, and people just can't seem to get to it. I mean, there's plenty of shit there to know, you know? And I noticed that there's like a lot of people who are not experienced on the internet. I take it for granted. I've been using the internet for over 10 years, I believe. And there's people like me, probably a lot of the people that I'm talking to right now, they can look at a website and they can know, they just kind of know where the ads are based on some kind of prior information. I mean, some stuff is labeled sponsored links, but it didn't used to be like that. For most of the internet's existence, that was not there. So people just know, you can kind of spot, some stuff just looks like ads, and that's obvious ads, but some stuff just looks like links, and it's like, oh, this is where you get, you know, cheaper plane tickets, and people might not know stuff is ads. A lot of older people, I'm not judging them or anything, but, you know, they may have trouble with it. You know, I've heard people talk about the phenomenon of knowing how to Google something, like you have to know something, and it's not the case. It's just a matter of going, you know, searching for the thing you want, and then knowing to look at the website you're at and seeing whether it's bullshit or whether there's information there. And, you know, it mostly has to do with the ads. Like, people can't, you know, they get lost on, like, trying to get a free Xbox or something like that. They get lost, and they don't know how to differentiate the information from, you know, the ads, and they don't know about sometimes even simple things like Wikipedia if they're writing a paper or something. They don't know about IMDb. I mean, people take a lot of this shit for granted that know the internet. So anyways, I had this idea, right? It's like a kind of software thing, and what it would basically do is just put a red, like 50% opacity red box around all the ads on a web page, on any web page. So you know, I want to create this thing. I would like to make it, you know, I would like it to be like this thing called like Easy Search or Easy Web, something that sounds really easy, you know what I'm saying? And some kind of like Firefox extension or Internet Explorer add-on or Safari modification, you know, something that worked with the browsers, and it would just, you know, find the ads on a page and just put a red 50% opacity box around all the ads, so the ads are clearly separated from the information, you know, to anybody who this is explained simply to, look, anything with red boxes, that's ads. Just don't even worry about that. And then every website you go to, people just have this instant way of knowing, oh, where do I look? You know, what do I ignore? And so I've created some mock-up examples. I got MySpace here, where you see they got this big HBO ad, and it's again at the bottom another part of that, but a smaller banner, and then they have some sponsored links on the bottom, and then the rest of it you can see. You can log in. It's very easy to understand, I think. People also get tricked by completely link ad websites. Like I searched for stuff on Google, and I found on their first page something called Mr. Free, and so I clicked on it, and you can see this page looks like a normal website, but if you highlight all the ads, you can see that it's just a shell of a website with just ads. There is nothing there. It's a lifeless, zombie, scum-sucking piece of shit website that's only there to make money for itself and waste people's time. And if people happen to click on the link in their Google search, if they got to a page and it was all red like that, no problem. They hit the back button and people's time is saved. And they are getting to their information faster. Let's just go on to the next example. We got Yahoo here. Yahoo is the #1 website on the internet, and of course they have ads. I mean, it looks like a very streamlined website. It looks all coherent, but some of that stuff is ads, and I can spot them immediately, but most people, they just they don't have that skill. So if you highlighted it where the ads at the top and the bottom, everything is clearly read out, that's an ad, that you can still see it, you can still get the advertisement, you can still have it, the information get to you if you want to read the ad, but you have it sorted out in a way visually, very simply, so that you can understand it, because that, I feel, is the most hindering thing about the internet. I mean, when the internet started, it was all information, just a bunch of nerds putting up science experiments and crap like that, and then all these fucking ad guys and salesmen got in there and they ruined it, and it's horrible right now. So there needs to be this tool to fight it back, because I mean, people will sit through advertisements if they have to. That's proven, because people will watch TV with commercials and they'll put up with them on the page, but they just need to know that they're there, and how do they separate them from the information that they're looking for. And I just have one last example, a simple Google search page, and it looks very clean. There's not a lot of stuff there, but you can see there's always a sponsored links thing on the side, so that would be read out. And you know, you need to know that if you pay Google enough money, they will put your sponsored link right on top, right above the first search result. So I would create some kind of open source software, something on SourceForge or something like that, or get a company together and have someone develop this and all this. I don't know how to do any of that, so I'm just putting the idea out there. You know, some entrepreneur can make it and try and profit off of it, or you know, some community people can think that that's just a good idea, a service to humanity, and just make it happen. I would love it. Stop it, you goddamn cats! Stop it! Get out of there! Stop it, Jenny! I would make it my duty to personally go out and just install it on people's computers, you know? Just old people and family members, whoever. Just everybody just have it as a tool. Cock-a-doodle.